Hey guys, and what's up? It's the Merc here from Poolshed Games, and it's been quite a while. I think over a month since I've made a video. So first of all, let me apologize for that, because when I started this channel initially, my plan was to make content 2 days a week, and try to give you good, high-quality content. Now, why has it taken me over a month to put something new out? It's a good question. This is going to be a development video. Basically talk about the channel, things that have happened, and kind of my idea for where to go with the channel in the future. Because I'm not giving up on it. I'll get into that in a little bit here. First of all, the end of July, beginning of August, was busy for me. The Lich Lord got married, so there was that deal. We were, dealing with that. A buddy of ours came in from out of state, and we spent some time just hanging out with him. So that happened, and I mean, it was a good time. After that, the beginning of August, the Lich Lord moved. He moved out of the state, which means I lost my #1 opponent when it comes to tabletop gaming, and kind of my left hand, my second hand, if you will, here at the channel, for making content and making battle reports and things like that. So when that happened, I kind of took a step back, and I started to rethink what I was doing here with the channel, kind of as a whole. So, moving on to the end of August, I got busy again because I moved back into college for my senior year. As you can see, that I'm in my dorm, trying something new with the fireplace, just to give it a little bit more of a homey feeling when I do these development talk videos. I would have a beer here. It was something that I thought we were going to be able to do this year in the dorms. However, for whatever reason, be it bureaucratic or just poor planning, we weren't allowed to do that. So I don't have anything to drink in that regard with me. So moved back into college. It is my senior year, so I've kind of been thinking about what comes next. Trying to look into maybe some jobs I might want to do or try to apply for after school. Thinking about putting the paperwork in to start the process for the Peace Corps. That's something I've thought about doing, and it was one of the reasons I came to college, so I could do that if I wanted to. But that's a lot of things on my plate right now, and that's kind of what took me away from the channel for a little while. Another thing that happened is the laptop. For a long time, that was how I've done the channel, and it worked well enough for what I had wanted, but kind of I found out in the middle of August, when I had tried to make a couple videos, that the camera just wasn't going to cooperate anymore. The webcam on my laptop, which the laptop is almost 4 years old now, so there's really no shame in this, is started to go, and it will not record the way I want it to. And yes, I have my Kindle, which is what I'm recording on right now, but I had to get some equipment to be able to use it the way I wanted to. Because right now I have it set up on a tripod. I bought an adapter to hold it so that I can record like this, while without having to hold it, because isometrics type, when you think about it, holding something, even if it's only like a pound or two for an extended period of time out in one hand, the muscles in your arm get tired, and the video gets shaky, and I didn't want that. So now here we are. I have the lovely tripod, which I put a picture up of it on Twitter, and hopefully this will be the way I record videos from now on. Another thing that had me just kind of rethink what I'm doing here is want to do the 100 subscriber giveaway, and part of me thinks that I didn't promote it enough, or I didn't promote it well enough. I didn't give good enough images of what I was giving away, because interest in it was relatively lax. Yeah, I got a few comments, I think like one email, but overall, it was pretty lackluster. And I was surprised. And I still have the Marines. I'm going to talk to one of the people that gave me the best entry out of the small entries I had. And if said person wants the Marines, I will ship them to them. If they don't want them, keep the Marines and maybe do something with them later on. I don't know. So that happened. With the Lich Lord leaving, and me kind of not knowing when I'm going to get tabletop games in now, I'm kind of reordering the games that I play. I will no longer be playing Drop Zone Commander. The part of that I painted up, the Lich Lord, I just told him to take with him. It's a great game, it's a fun game, but A, it's kind of expensive for what it is. B, I bought into Planetfall, which kind of fills the same niche. And C, my current gaming group doesn't play it, so I don't really have a reason to have an army for it. War Machine is another one. I'm going to keep one of the armies I have for it, but I'm seriously thinking about downsizing. I have a large Khador army that at some point I might just look into getting rid of, because I like War Machine as a game. It's fun, and you play small points with people that know the rules. It's an enjoyable game. But I don't want to go down to the local gaming store and play it, because it's one of those games that like harbors a super competitive mindset, and I'm not into that. As well, when the Lich Lord and I played, it was always fun because we weren't super competitive with it. So that's where I stand on War Machine right now, currently. Infinity is another game that, as much as I hate to say it, I don't have any opponents for, and I'm thinking about getting rid of my Aleph and my Nomads, and I honestly might see about donating them to another channel. Like, I know Ash at the Tabletop Co-op, he and the guys up there, they play Infinity, they love Infinity. I might just see if they want the stuff and send it up to them, because while it's a great game, I have not got the 3rd edition rules, and I don't have any opponents to play it against, because it's a complicated game, and some of the people in my current gaming group are a little older, and the rules just are not friendly to them, so to say. So that's the three games that I was actively interested in, and I'm still interested in, that I'm kind of giving up, so to speak. Games that I will be continuing to play, Dystopian Wars, 100%. Still love that game. Hopefully, now that I have the tripod and the setup, I can bring you some battle reports with myself and the rest of my gaming group, which will be 4-player games with mostly all painted armies. I'm the slacker. My Antarcticans aren't painted yet, but that'll be changing soon. I have brushes coming in the mail to let me finish that. So hopefully we'll be doing that. And I just saw that the email came out today. If you guys are on the Spartan Games mailing list, you will have seen they're starting to put out Dreadnought robots for the factions. The Prussians are getting one, the Empire of the Blazing Sun, and the Covenant are all getting a new Dreadnought-sized robot. And while I don't play Prussians, and I don't play the Empire of the Blazing Sun, I do play Covenant. And the thing I'm really excited about with this is it will give me a 3rd Dreadnought option as a Covenant player. And it looks really cool. So I will continue to play Dystopian Wars without a doubt. I just recently updated my Firestorm Armada fleet, which is Terran. Well, one of them's Terran. I recently updated that through trade. I ordered some widgets from Hawk Wargaming to put them on the bottoms of the ship so that I can have them sit snugly on their flying stands, but also pop off when I want them to. So hopefully, me and Dom from Dragon Strike Studios and the rest of our gaming group will be bringing you some of those games as well, because I'm really getting excited for Firestorm Armada again. And linked with Firestorm Armada is Firestorm Planetfall. I have a big, well, I guess a decent sized Terran and Cerulean army. I'm really excited to play that game as well. I've always been a sci-fi fan, and I would love to, I love to play sci-fi games. The other miniatures game that me and the group have been talking about getting into is Mantic's Kings of War. I just ordered the second edition Kings of War rulebook, the Gamer Edition, which I guess doesn't have all the fluff in it, but it has the rules and all the army lists. So I'm going to be looking through that, and me and the group, we might try a couple games of that because it just looks like it'd be fun. And a lot of us have old Warhammer Fantasy armies that we can use in it. So those are the games right now. Dystopian Wars, Firestorm, Armada, and Planetfall, and Kings of War that I'm really kind of supporting in my play group. Now, other games that are on the radar, Wrath of Kings. I found out that some other guys I know down home play Wrath of Kings. I really like some of the models. The starter sets are cheap. I might pick one up just to kind of play it and see what it is. And Manic is pushing some concept art and some concept models for Warpath, which is their sci-fi version of Kings of War. And as I said, I much prefer sci-fi, so that's a game I'm keeping an eye on as well. Another thing is Manic is relatively inexpensive to get into, and if you can find models that fit the aesthetic of the army you picked, you can use any models you want, really. So those are the miniatures games that I am focusing on. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I have the Planetfall, the core rulebook here. Now this is not nearly as extensive as the Dystopian Wars rulebook was that I had. But I'd like to do a series talking about the Firestorm rules for Planetfall and Armada, and just things like that. And maybe some Tactica videos. I'm going to do some unboxings of stuff that I get. I might do fleet overviews and like army overviews to show you guys what I have, what I used to play. So that's all happening. The other big question is, now that I'm back at school, is the quest for gaming at college going to come back? Because I know some of you like it, and I mean, it's the one series that I've done a lot of. And it's coming back to an extent. It's not going to be so much the quest for gaming at college now. It's going to be more about, like, actually just gaming. Because I'm not trying to find games at college anymore. I found that. I have a good group of guys that I play board games and role-playing games with. Now I just want to do a series about enjoying it and about how, it's a nice escape from homework and, writing papers and reading serious articles and things like that. So I'm going to be doing a series like that, and the game that we are playing this semester is Deadlands. And I'm using the D20 rules, so it's going to be kind of a hybridization, because the D20 Deadlands book says to use the 3.0 Player's Handbook. I have that. I brought it with me. I also have Sidewinder D20, which is another Wild West RPG that has rules for vehicles, better equipment list than the Deadlands book does. So I'm going to use that. I'm also going to use it for skills and feats because I think they fit better than the skills and feats from D&D. And that book runs off of the D20 Modern book. So I have all four of these books that I'm going to be smashing together to create an RPG experience for my group. I'm hoping that if I talk to them, sometimes, occasionally, I'm going to be able to set the rig up and record some of our sessions, because I think it'd be fun to show you guys what a night around the table is like, even though sometimes we just get totally off topic, and that's quite likely to happen when I'm recording. So that's that. And like I said, I've got brushes coming in the mail, so I'm hoping to do some painting videos. It'd be really great now that I have the rig. I can set this up like over my workspace, and I can paint and record the painting while I'm talking to you guys. So I'm excited about that. I can do board game recordings now because of the rig. It's something I should have got a long time ago. I finally broke down and I bought it, and I'm a lot happier with it eventually instead of my Kindle. But the Kindle works great for now, and I'm relatively happy with it. It gives me HD videos, and I think for the most part that's all I need. So that's kind of it. That's where I'm at. That's where the channel's at. Currently, one-man channel. The Lich Lord had talked a little bit about maybe providing content from where he has moved to. I don't know if he's going to do that or not. We will see. And I'm kind of looking. I'd like to bring some other people in on the channel, just so that I can have other content creators and it's not just me. I have a friend down home I like to talk to about. He's a big comic book fan, and I'd love to kind of bring that into the channel, because I do want to kind of be a nerdy channel, like a geeky, nerdy channel in general. And he really knows his stuff, at least to me, when it comes to comics. So I need to talk to him about that. And just some more people to play battle reports against, or to do board games with, or card games, or role-playing games in general, that are happy to be recorded, so that I can record the games and put them up for you guys to watch. Because that was really one of the biggest things I wanted to do when I started the channel, was to provide battle reports, board game sit and plays, and role-playing game like sessions. Another thing that I might do, depending on if the camera on my laptop will cooperate or not, is there has been talk of like a Skype role-playing game between me, the Lich Lord, and maybe one or two other friends. And if that happens, hopefully I'll be able to record it on the laptop and turn it into, it would be more like a podcast. It would just be like a picture of Skype and maybe like an emblem of, whatever game we're playing, and our voices telling the story, engaging in the story, for you guys to listen to while you're painting or putting models together or whatever. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know in the comments. It's something I'd like to do, or try at least, if it's a thing that can happen. Also, you'll notice now with the rig, I talk with my hands, and you might see them moving around in the frame, and that's just something I do. When I used the laptop, you couldn't really see it because it kind of cut off everything from like here down, but now you'll probably be able to tell. But that's it for this video. I just wanted to make something and put it up and kind of explain to you guys where I am at currently with the channel, what the deal is with content, when it's coming out, what's going to happen. As for content, I'm going to try to get back to the 2 videos a week. One of them will probably be something to do up here with college, and the other one will be kind of whatever I come up with. It might be a new series for like rule books. I might talk about the Deadland game in general, the rules and mechanics, but I'm going to try to get 2 videos up for you guys a week, and that'll be starting next week, because this video I'm doing in the middle of the week. I'm going to try to do something down home. I know that the game group's getting together. I might record our game of Dystopian Wars if everybody's okay with it. If not, I might just do a video recapping it. So that would probably go up on the weekend. So there might be a second video this week, but starting next week I am going to try to push myself to get 2 videos a week out to you guys. So that's it. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Hopefully you guys haven't moved on because I've been quiet for a little while. But we're back. Well, I'm back for now. Might get some more people involved. I'd like to. Don't know. But content's going to be coming. And thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you next time here at Bullshit Games.